and you can take your reference from the resume you have built. Okay, tell me about in which current organization you have been associated with, and what are the organization you have worked before this current, and also tell about your education qualification, and currently what you're doing. You need to tell about this thing also, right? In your
Okay.
finance learning, what you're doing. Okay, we can
Okay.
start. Shivani, you can in the meantime you can also ask some questions regarding this. Okay.
Yeah, I will. I have some questions prepared. Hi, Darshita.
Okay. Let's start.
Okay. Uh, First of all, my name is Darshita Gupta, and currently I'm pursuing a data science course from Aifinite Learning, and I'm currently doing work in Protivity India as a business consultant in MBS team. And there I have a responsibility to handle India Mart as my client for their incentive calculation purposes and analysis part according to their policies. I currently joined that organization. Before that, I worked for Just Dial for 1 year, around 1 year, 3 months, and there I'm already handling the incentive part of whole Just Dial team for incentive calculation. And before that, I worked for Utkarsh Small Finance Bank for 1 year for MSME team for Delhi NCR region. There I have a responsibility to handle sales analysis of MSME team and their sales dashboards and calculations, and also coordinating with other teams for their daily activities and business analysis purposes. And I completed my master in commerce from my native town, and also I completed my bachelor in commerce from my native town, and I have a keen to work on data analytics, and yeah, I'm just enjoying it.
Okay. All right. Shivani, you can ask some questions. In the meantime, I'm writing the some stuff, feedbacks which I feel.
Okay. Thank you, Darshita, for letting us know about yourself. I want to know why do you want to take this role up?
uh, See, data analysis is the part where I actually enjoy so much, just because data is that part which every organization need also, and it actually help every organization to just take a right decision, just because data can predict the things which you can't predict afterwards, like that. So I think it gives us analysis to what take what decision that can help business to grow themselves, like sale analysis. That is the main that part I'm handling currently, and also handled previously in my companies. So that part actually gave us the provisional time to just in handling the queries, and make budget controlling also things like costing data. So it can actually predict us to take decision accordingly and help us to just inform business to take these steps as per the process.
Darshita, how much total experience you have?
2 year 3 months.
And in the meantime, how many companies you have switched?
I switched to three company. Third, this is Protivity is my third company.
Okay. Don't you feel the three companies you have switched in this short duration?
I don't think so. I started with Utkarsh Small Finance Bank, but as some in that 1 year of duration, I analyzed that my learning aspect there is over, and also the compensation part I think I am receiving there, that is not as per market standards, and say that it is also a starting of my journey. So I switched from there, and in Just Tell, I worked from 1 year around 3 months. But I want to work for one. I want to just work for clients, so I can just take experience in client handling also. Just because it is, if you take a handling experience, it can actually work you for the confidence purposes also, and policies purpose, and business analysis purpose. That's why I joined Protibity India in the managed business services as consultant.
Okay, Shivani, you can ask.
Darshita, I want to ask, what would you consider as your strengths and also weaknesses?
Strength, as talking about my strength, that I'm actually somehow multi talented. Actually, I multi actually multitask. I actually love to do multitask. Managing is my hobby also. That I'll do I'll manage my work accordingly, and I'll schedule my work accordingly, so that it can actually help me to reduce the wastage of time also. And that is my also my strength. And talking about my weakness, I think I overthink a lot. For taking a decision, while taking a decision, I think that I'll overthink. I'll actually for normal purposes, actually I overthink. This is my weakness. Before taking a decision, I overthink a lot, that it is right for from every perspective or not. Somehow somewhere it is not necessary, but even I'll do that also.
Dashita, what do you think about problem solving? How much good you are
Problem
at problem solving?
solving, see, about problem solving is that first I'll
Can you
understand
tell me,
understand
Darshita, in a very short, that how do you handle this situation whenever you have some problems in your work? How much you like, how do you cope up with that situation?
Okay, first I'll understand my bandwidth also. And understand the what is the main issue,
Can you
main.
tell a scenario where you work, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
showed
sure.
your problem solving
When I'm
skills?
working in Just Style, when I already learned about the incentive criteria, then I have a in third or fourth month, I have a responsibility to handling both processes, which I don't do at that time, just because my manager is on sick leave, and I have to just manage the both process. So now accordingly I manage, first identify the problem, that how much my bandwidth is actually hampering. According to that, and I have to manage that which work I can assign to my colleague, so it can actually, it doesn't hamper the my bandwidth also, and it actually meet the deadline also. So the work, I think that my colleague can handle. So and accordingly I took the decision at that time, just because the decision that time on me. And I actually assign the work to my colleague, for some purposes, and then I'll handling the rest of the thing. And also I helped my colleague for on that work also, and also uh, other things which I think I can handle at that time. And yeah, successfully I handle that situation. And also the duration is not delayed at that
Darshita,
time.
can you tell me that, have you ever worked on a team, or have you ever lead a team or work under a team?
See, I recently am not handling a team. I worked under team, but on
But
some
this
scenarios I had
position we
to
are
handle
having
a team.
for
But
someone who can lead.
yeah, but in some scenarios I had to handle a team when my manager is not there. So at that time, I'm leading the team at that for that time. What that time scenario and what that time being. So, yeah.
Darshita, I have one more question to you. That would be my last question. So, what would you consider better? Delivering on time and a good work, or delivering perfect work but delaying it a bit? What would you consider better?
I actually prefer second option. See, like in my process, there are monetary transactions, so I believe better work can actually make up for delay also. So that is, I think, my answer would be, just because if in incentive process, this is a monetary transaction purposes. If I'll do something wrong, that is a monetary transaction, that is actually a loss which is handled by company. And I'm actually responsible for that. So I don't think so that sometime it's happened, it delayed, the inner bandwidth is delayed. But this is my responsibility to just give the better work. And and it can act with accuracy.
Okay. Darshita, first, Shivani, if you wanted to, then you can give your side of feedback, then I'll give, right? Whatever you wanted to, convey to Darshita, any positive end or any negative end you want to reflect, you can.
I've always thought Darshita to be, very clear and precise in whatever she says. So that's what I like about you, and that's a very good quality. But I found you rambling a bit during the interview. So we could avoid that. With time and practice, we could avoid that, and we'll keep having such sessions. So, hesitation and all these, issues that you're having right now, that would get resolved for sure. So, rambling is one thing that I noticed, and organizing your thought a bit. Okay, making your answers more concise. That these are two things that I
Yeah.
believe that you should work on.
Thank you.
Darshita, from my end, there are few things which I have noticed. First thing is like when you were introducing yourself, you need to start with your, education qualifications, not with the present organization where you working with, right? You
Okay.
need to come up with a storytelling that where I was and currently what I'm doing. It show you that you have been uplifted your journey, right?
Okay.
So like if you'll be
S-
saying sorry,
Sorry to interrupt.
yeah.
Yeah, so the tell me about yourself should go in a
No, no,
ascending
not
order.
on this,
Okay,
not in
so
this.
that's
I'm education.
Okay.
ascending order. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about the education qualification only.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank
Okay.
you for the
Yeah.
feedback, Suraj and Shivani. I'll definitely practice on that.
One more thing, Darshita. Just to okay, one more thing. You over exaggerate the things a lot, right? Need to
Yeah.
be little crisp. Need to sum up a little quick because the employer do not have that much of time, right? To
Okay.
you should be very much crisp in a nutshell.
Concise.
Yeah, concise,
Concise, I
right?
would say.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay,
I'll try
little bit
to
quick.
keep it
Need to
short
work
and
on story building, right? Let's
okay.
say if I'm asking you about a scenario, right?
Mhm.
That fictional thing, if it is not present, then you can come up, also. You can generate that thing also. It's totally okay. Nobody is going and to see whether it was, a correct thing or not, right? So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, Shivani. You were saying something?
See, there is one thing that would definitely help. You can watch some TED Talks and stand-ups if possible. So that would help you with the whole storytelling things that Suraj is emphasizing on.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that would definitely help.
okay, Shivani.
So it's
I'll
work
definitely
when
do that.
when somebody is asking you about scenarios where you have shown your skills, where you have shown your things where you feel like you're good in. So at that time you should make a couple of stories like that where you are showing your leadership qualities, where you're showing your problem solving skills because these are very general questions and most of the time recruiters going to be asked this, right? Second, need to prepare for the leading answer, right? Because you already have an experience of more than 2.5 or 3 years. At that time, in data analyst or a data scientist profile, they would be leading a team of a data analyst or, some MIS analyst, right? So at that time, you need to prepare for these answers. Uh,
Okay,
Good thing, you're fluent, right? That's a good thing in you. But the problem is, you need to set order, right? While delivering your things, right?
okay,
You do not have any order. Other than that, you have a knowledge that shown in your fluency, but it need to be managed, right? Okay, that what Shivani already told you that it should be concise and it should be well prepared. Yeah, that's
okay,
all from my end. That is the weakness and the strength that we feel of yours. But yeah, you have to work a lot, and I hope Shivani is working on that. So we'll definitely gonna be seeing some improvement in upcoming interviews, right?
okay,
Anything apart you wanted to ask us, you can now.
okay. The question you asked, Suraj, that
Mhm.
the I have changed my organization frequently. Do you think that answer would be considerable?
See, like that should be justificable, right? I
Yeah,
told
that is
you,
what I
see,
want to ask.
yeah, yeah.
That
Understand
that
this thing. There can be two cases in which you can, talk about. The first thing is for the growth, right? Because the tools and technologies in which you're working in, Let's say you work for 6 months, and over those 6 months you were working on Excel only. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, during this 6 month, what you did, you upskill yourself, and you found out that you're good in other tools and technologies, and you were looking for more. You at that time you were looking for more jobs that can justify those tools and technologies which you already have done. At that
Okay.
time, you got a new opportunity, and then you switch. So it shouldn't be like you drop a job just because something went wrong. It should be shown that you upskill yourself, you find a better opportunity. That's why you switch it. But during this 2.5 years or 2 years of journey, if you're switching 2 3 jobs, that definitely gonna be leaving
Okay.
not a good impression on the recruiter. So you should be covering it up in a good way. You should
Okay.
have all these things
And
in your
in
mind while delivering that. Yeah, Shivani.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So, and in many organization, if you go, they will definitely ask you for switches that you had done. So you have to make your case very strong so that it can be justifiable, as Suraj said. And I mean, that's there to it. You have to make your case strong in any way possible. You have to um, prepare for this question the most, because this is very,
So
very
I want
frequently
to ask
asked
that
question.
if the expectation mismatch can be answered, just because I don't think so that
Mhm.
expectation mismatch from the company side, it would create a wrong impression, I suppose, that I'm
So,
actually
see, understand this thing, right? They only want people who can sustain over there, who can
hmm,
retain, right, for particular years, because they would be hiring you for senior position now, not for the junior position, and that required, more than 2 3 years over there. So just to show them that you are good enough and you can sustain over there for more than 2 3 years, right? Nobody going to be ask you whenever you wanted to switch again. But yeah, at that moment of time, you should be adhere to that, right? So be
okay,
like that, that you're following all the good things that recruiters wanted you to. Okay,
okay,
that's it. All right. So I
okay,
hope you already have all these questions, right?
yeah.
Where you feel like you have to better work.
Yeah, I'll
So
definitely discuss with Shivani about my situations also,
yeah,
and what answer I can prepare according that.
definitely.
And thank you, Suraj and Shivani, for your advice. I'll definitely take as a feedback, good
Okay.
feedback.
Thank you, Darshita.